Hi, I'm Vance, and welcome to Repair and Replace. If your ice maker is frozen solid, then it could be one of several problems. In some cases, the ice maker is dispensing too much water. Additionally, a faulty heating element can also prevent the ice cubes from releasing from the tray. In this episode, first we'll learn how it all works. Then we'll remove the ice and adjust the water level. Finally, we'll check the door seals. All ice makers work in the same basic way. When ice is needed, power is sent to the water inlet valve. The solenoid energizes and the valve opens for about 7 seconds, letting the water fill the ice cube tray. After the water freezes, the heating element temporarily warms up. This helps release the cubes from the mold. The harvesting arm rotates to push the cubes into the ice bucket assembly. The shutoff arm lifts up, the arm lowers, and the process begins again. Now, if the bin is full, then the shutoff arm can't lower. It will disconnect power until there is enough room for more ice. Now, if the fill tube is clogged with ice, then water might spill over the sides. In this case, you might notice that the ice cubes are frozen together, or that there's ice forming on the side of the ice maker. Water can also spill if the tray is overfilling. In some models, the water level can be adjusted. Excessive moisture inside the freezer can also cause the ice cubes to stick together. You'll likely notice a frost buildup on the walls. Another factor is the temperature. If the freezer is too cold, then ice cubes might also fuse together. To begin, you might need a screwdriver or nut driver. You might also need a flat putty knife and a heat gun. Keep in mind there is some variation between models, and not all refrigerators will have the same parts. You can enter your model number on the AMRE Supply website to see a parts breakdown. This can be helpful to show you which parts are in your refrigerator and where they are located. First, slide the refrigerator out from the wall. When there is enough room, unplug the cord to disconnect the power. Close the shutoff valve to turn off the water supply. In this case, you can work on the refrigerator in place, with it still against the wall. To access the ice maker, you might need to melt some of the ice. For bottom freezer models, it can be helpful to remove the freezer door. You can see how to do this in the video linked below. If needed, remove the ice bucket assembly. Use a heat gun or a hairdryer on a low setting to help melt the ice. Now disconnect the wire harness. Loosen or remove the mounting screws. Now simply lift up to remove the ice maker. You can let it sit at room temperature or can use hot water to melt any additional ice. Once the ice is melted, simply wipe it dry. Check if there's any cracks or holes in the ice maker tray. Now see if the Teflon finish is starting to wear off. If there's any damage or if the ice maker is faulty, then it's best to install a new one. In the back of the freezer is a fill tube that supplies water to the ice maker tray. Over time, this tube can become blocked with ice. There might also be ice forming around or below this spot. You can use a screwdriver to help clear any ice from the spout. As well, a heat gun or a hairdryer on a low heat setting can also help melt the ice. To install the ice maker, first slide it onto the mount. Now tighten the screws. Next, reconnect the wire harness. If needed, replace the ice bucket assembly. In some cases, you can use an adjustment screw to change how much water is dispensed. First, remove the cover. There might be a plus or minus printed next to the screw. Give the screw several turns and check to see if the water level is normal. You might need to do this several times to get the level right. In some models, the level can be changed through controls on the dispenser. Check your manual to see if this can be adjusted. Another source of moisture is from the refrigerator doors not closing properly. If the door gasket is not making a good seal, then humid air will enter the fridge and freezer. As moisture condenses, it can create a buildup of ice and frost. Using warm soapy water, clean the door gasket as well as the contact surface. Now check to see if the gasket makes a good seal around the entire door. If the gasket is damaged, then it will need to be replaced. You can see how to do this in the video linked below. Another entry point for moisture is the ice dispenser flap. Check to see if this flap is closing properly. Open the shutoff valve. Plug in the cord to reconnect the power. Now slide it back into place. Make sure to leave a couple of inches of space between the refrigerator and the wall. This will allow for proper airflow. Now test the refrigerator to see if it's working properly. If you like this and want to see more tutorials and informational videos, then subscribe to our channel. And if you need help, you can call or visit an AMRE location to talk with our knowledgeable staff. Thanks for watching.